How's everyone doing? Today I have a Blu-ray and DVD update right here. If you've seen these movies, definitely let me know what you think of them as well. Thumbnail face. Alright, let's get into the pickups. First up from Warner Brothers is the Frank Sinatra 5 film collection right here. This comes in a really nice, hard, sturdy outer slip case. There it is right there. Comes with the 5 films of Anchors Away, On the Town, Guys and Dolls, Ocean's 11, and Robin Hood and the Seven Thieves. Right there, or Seven Hoods, my apologies. And I've only seen 2 of these thus far. I saw Guys and Dolls and Ocean's 11. I saw both of those years ago, so I'm looking forward to checking these ones out. I know a lot of these are newly remastered as well. Includes a 32-page photo book and hours of special features on here. There's vintage cartoons, featurettes, commentaries, Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, excerpts, trailers, more, all kinds of good stuff in here. So I'll go ahead and show you. That's the back J card right there, and there's the outer box. Shows the films right there and a quick synopsis of each of them. There's the Rat Pack right there, Ocean's 11. And slides out like that. There's the case. Here is the photo book, nice hardcover. Go ahead and just flip through this a little bit and show you some of the different pictures in here. I'll do probably a proper unboxing for this coming up soon as well, but I just want to give you a quick look right now. This is basically going to be a mail day. Just got these in. Once I view them all, I'll do a proper Blu-ray and DVD update going more in depth about each one of these titles. And there we go. It has a swing tray like that with each disc being labeled. And Guys and Dolls right there. The colorful artwork. As well as Ocean's 11. I think those ones were previous releases already, so they probably just repackaged those discs. That's what it looks like anyways, because I believe I have the Guys and Dolls one already. And I think it has that same disc artwork. So there we go for the Frank Sinatra 5 film collection. Old Blue Eyes, who was born in Jersey, the Garden State. Gotta love it. Next up is Accidental Love, which has a great cast in here. Jessica Biel, who is one of the most beautiful women ever. Stunning. Mwah. Muy picante. Jake Gyllenhaal, Catherine Keener, James Martin, Tracy Morgan, and James Brolin. And I actually got to see Tracy Morgan years ago at my local comedy club, and he was outrageous. To be honest, I wasn't a big fan of the stand-up because it was, first of all, we got there late, my date and I, and we sat over like one of the last tables that was left over by the green room, which is where the talent is. And Tracy Morgan came out, and he had an entourage, and he was like wasted or maybe on something, I don't know, but he was totally slurring his speech. And he sat down with us actually because we were just like right there by the room, and he started talking to us, which was a cool experience. But you could tell he was wasted, and his entourage was like kicking it to these girls over there, and they reeked of Bob Marley. But then after that, he got up on the stage, and every other word was like a curse word. And there's like younger people in the audience. It was just really uncomfortable. And he was talking to like some young girls in the audience. It was just like, ugh. So it was, I don't know, I wasn't into that stand-up. But it was a good experience to meet him and like have him sit down and talk to us, which was cool. But I know he got into the car accident recently, and he's suing Walmart. And I do wish the best for him and his health. And I know somebody passed away in that as well, which is tragic. That's definitely a rough situation. But it's good to see him doing movie roles now and getting back out there. And I hope he continues his career. He was great in 30 Rock. And this looks like it's going to be just it has Paul Rubens right there too, which is, you gotta love Pee-wee right there. But this looks like it's going to be just a interesting rom-com right here. So looking forward to checking this one out. Next up is Wild Card with Jason Statham. To me, my favorite movies will always be the ones that he was in the UK, Lock, Stock, and Snatch. He came over here, he's just done tons of different action ones, but I'm not a big fan of the Cranks and Transporters and all those different ones. There's Safe, there's just so many where he's playing that similar role. Expendables I like though, but there's so many other ones where it's just so over the top, it's just too much for me. But I am looking forward to this one. And one thing that's interesting right here, they have the whole cast on here on the front cover, except they don't show, what is his name, Philo Mentabilia, or I'm going to totally mess that guy's name up. Milo Ventimiglia. I completely mixed that up. But there he is right there. He's on the back, but he's not on the front cover. And from the trailers that I've seen, he's the main villain in here. So I would have expected him to be on the front cover with everybody else. I mean, Sofia Vergara, Anne Heche, Jason Alexander, Stanley Tucci, just everybody is in here, you know. Just lots of great familiar faces, great supporting cast. It looks like it's going to be just action overload. So I'm looking forward to checking this one. I love that the slipcover too. It's got a nice foily look to it. Next up is, yeah, I should reference this. The only ones that I've seen on here were Guys and Dolls and Ocean's 11 from the Frank Sinatra set, and that was like years ago. And then one other one coming up. The rest I haven't seen yet. Next up is Son of a Gun with Ewan McGregor, and this looks like it's going to be a heist movie with lots of action. There's a criminal in here. Ewan McGregor plays Australia's most notorious criminal, and he helps somebody. He gets somebody to help him with a heist, and there's a cat and mouse game, and lots of people getting shot up, and some tense moments from the trailer. So looking forward to checking that one out. I do like Ewan McGregor a lot as an actor, so looking forward to seeing this one. Next up is Ryan Reynolds, who I think gets a lot of unfair criticism. This is the Voices right here. I really like him a lot as an actor. I have seen this movie. It reminds me a bit of Summer of Sam, you know, with the talking dog. And I think there's a horror movie called Lucky where he had like a talking chihuahua that was telling him to kill people. And kind of Psycho-esque as well. But I really like Ryan Reynolds as an actor a lot. He gets a lot of unfair criticism, I think. I think he can play dramatic roles. He can play comedic roles. I remember him in the TV show Two Guys in a Pizza Place, which was a great comedy show back in the day. Had Tiffany Amber Thiessen towards the end of it, but that was the first thing that I saw Ryan Reynolds in, and I was a big fan since then. And I know a lot of people hated Green Lantern. I liked Green Lantern. It was a comic book movie. It wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't terrible, like some people say, in my opinion anyways. I liked him as Deadpool. I'm looking forward to the new Deadpool movie. And I've really enjoyed him in a lot of different movies. I really liked him in a more dramatic role that he played recently, The Captive, I believe it was. I have it over here somewhere. But that was a really good role for him. And he can show that he is very dynamic as an actor. He doesn't have to play, you know, action and comedy. He can play, you know, more dramatic roles. But this one right here is basically kind of Psycho-esque. He's hearing voices from, you know, his cat and dog and other animals as well. And one cool thing about this one is that Ryan Reynolds did all the voices himself. I did not know that. Like at first, like I wouldn't have guessed that. Like I watched the special features on here, and I was like really kind of taken away by that. To hear him, actually they show the clips of him recording it too, which I thought was really cool, because it just looks like, you know, it's Ryan Reynolds, and then all of a sudden the Scottish accent for the cat right there, Mr. Whiskers. I was like, whoa, it doesn't look like his that voice should be coming out of Ryan Reynolds, but it was great. And I really like this movie a lot. He's, you know, obviously he's got psychotic issues and he's killing people, and there's romantic aspects to it, but he doesn't mean to kill people, but it just happens, and, you know. But there's a deeper psychotic issue, you know, going back to his childhood as well. And a great supporting cast in here as well. I really like Anna Kendrick a lot. I think she's very talented. And Anna Kendrick, my apologies. And Jackie Weaver and Gemma Arterton too. But the one thing I didn't like about this movie was the ending. It leads up to this ending, and it just, I'm like, really? I'm shaking my head. I was thinking, like, seeing what's happening at the ending, I was like, what are they thinking? What is Ryan Reynolds thinking about while filming this scene? It just seems so out of place for the rest of the movie. I know he's crazy, but just to end on that note just seems so out of place to me. I was really liking the film up until that point. I think the ending really detracted from the film overall. But if you like Psycho-esque kind of movies, I would recommend this one. I definitely think it has a Psycho feel to it, and there's other movies that have used the, you know, talking animals and voices and killing people and things like that aspect. But I definitely like Ryan Reynolds in this performance. The ending really kind of annoyed me, but besides that, I still think it's worth checking out, and I like him a lot as an actor. Looking forward to seeing Deadpool and what else he does coming up. Next, and this is last but not maybe least, I don't know, is Adam Sandler and The Cobbler, which I haven't heard anything about. I haven't heard anybody talk about it, no trailers, nothing. So this is kind of just under the radar for me. I'm looking forward to checking it out. It's Adam Sandler, so I am expecting some kind of comedic moments to it, but it looks like it's going to be more dramatic. He looks kind of downtrodden in the front and the back. He finds this, he makes, I guess he's a shoe repair shop guy. He finds this family heirloom that lets him be other people, other customers in the shop. He has just like kind of a dull life, and he is kind of like fantasizing about being other people. So kind of fantasy-esque, and it has Method Man in there, and he's using his full name, Cliff Smith. Ellen Barkin, Steve Buscemi, of course she's in a lot of Adam Sandler movies. But this one I'm looking forward to checking out. I haven't really heard anything about it, and it looks kind of interesting, unique kind of theme going on to it. So maybe something a little bit different from the typical Adam Sandler movies, but he's done, you know, Punch Drunk Love, Bedtime Stories, so he's done a bunch of different stuff, but he's always going to be thought of as the comedic role, comedic actor. But there you go, there's my pickups right there. If you've seen any of them, definitely let me know what you think of them, especially since I haven't seen most of them. And hope everybody's doing well. Take care, and look forward to a more in-depth unboxing for the Frank Sinatra 5-film collection. But I just wanted to give you a quick overview. And again, I'll go more in depth about the rest of the movies once I do see them. Take care.